Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Springdale SS, also known as the Summerland Series 1700FQ. This is a shorter, lightweight travel trailer with a front queen bed, hence the FQ. But what we're going to do actually is start right over here, and that is on the campside dinette. I really like when manufacturers are able to do this because this way, this is where you're going to be sitting, eating your breakfast, having your morning cup of coffee, and you can look out the window to your campsite. This is the view that you want. You don't generally want to be staring out at your neighbors, seeing what they're up to. So this is the view that I like. So again, I like when they put it on this side. The dinette is wide enough, as you can see. You can comfortably sit 4 people around here, no problem. So if you do have guests, everyone can sit here and enjoy a meal together or play, cards or a board game, whatever else you feel like playing. Plus, this does drop down into a bed. Now, it's not a huge bed, but it is enough that if one adult wants to kind of curl up, they can sleep here. Or, if you have some smaller children, that'll work. Or if you have a pack and play, it's a great spot to put a pack and play up on. But again, this table does drop down. You just remove the legs here. The table will sit along these rails, take the back cushions, put it on top. That will create your bed. Right up top, you have storage. All the way across here, we open that up. You see good size storage there. And then making our way back a little bit further, you'll see right back here is your thermostat. Now this will control your heat. Your AC is a sidewall unit. I'll show you that a little bit later. Right underneath that is your tank monitoring panel. You also see your water pump and water heater on there. Now, even though they call this a front queen, technically this is a rear bath floor plan. So if you take a look, right back here, folks, is your rear bath, and it is huge. So you'll see the toilet right here in the center. Obviously, you have plenty of legroom. Great shoulder space here, too. No worries about that whatsoever. Over here to the side is a tub shower. The tub's cool because if you have smaller children you want to give a bath to, you can still give them a bath. Or, the other thing I like about it is the fact that the curtain will actually stay inside the tub wall. Because the tub wall comes up so high, so that way your curtain's not flying all over, not getting your floor all wet. Just to give you an idea of height, I'm about 6 foot. As you can see, I'm almost touching the ceiling here. So if you're taller, you're 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", you're probably gonna have to bend down a little bit to be able to use the shower in here. You'll also notice the hand wand there, so that does make it a little bit easier for you. And then over across the way, look at the size of this countertop. You have huge countertop over here. So this is cool because you can, keep like your lotion and, your cologne, perfume, whatever else. Just leave it right out here. You also have the electrical outlet there to be able to plug in, curling iron, hair dryer, whatever else. Storage here underneath. And right up top is a mirrored medicine cabinet. On the ceiling, you'll also notice that you have 2 LED lights as well as a vent fan to help moisture escape. On the off-camp side is the kitchen. So you'll see that you have big countertop space here as well. Part of the reason they're able to achieve that is because they give you the single bowl sink here, as well as the 2-burner cooktop, and this one is in the vertical orientation. So that way you do get more countertop space, really maximizes that space. High-rise faucet right there. Electrical outlet both over here as well as over by the window. So a couple different places you can plug in coffee makers, blenders, whatever else you need to plug in to the kitchen here. If we start to take a look up top, you have a window right there for natural light. Hood right up top here. This one does have both a light and fan in it. Microwave directly above that. Storage on this side of the microwave, as well as double doors right over here on this side. Real quick, I do want to touch on the AC unit. As I mentioned, it is a sidewall unit here, but it does everything you need in a camper this size, folks. That'll do a perfect job of keeping it cool in here. Right down below here is your fridge. If you notice, this one does run off both propane and electric. It also has automatic switch over there. I'll open it up for you so you can take a look inside. You see that it does have pretty good space, and this is your drop-down freezer compartment. So if you want to make some ice, that'll be the place to do it. Moving over a little bit, you have your multimedia center right here. This unit is Bluetooth capable, so you can connect it via Bluetooth. The other thing I like is the little housing they have here. At first it wasn't my favorite, but I really do enjoy the functionality. And the reason for that is this right here. You have your auxiliary port. So what you can do is you can take your old school MP3 player, your phone, plug it into the auxiliary port and put it right underneath here. It's just a great little resting spot for it. So that way it's out of the way, it's not clogging up your countertops, and you can play music right off of that if you don't want to run Bluetooth. Or again, if you have an older MP3 player, it's not Bluetooth capable. Right down under that is your furnace, direct vent furnace. Again, camper this size, that is certainly all you need. You have 2 drawers right over here, which I love having in a kitchen. You know, for me, you almost have to have 2 drawers to make it really functional. One for your flatware, another one for everything else, like your serving spoons, pizza cutters, you know, big spatulas, things like that. Then right over here to the side, you have your fuse panel, so your fuses will be in there, as well as your breaker box. And then you also have your propane alarm right down underneath, just to ensure you're going to be safe when you're sleeping at night. As I mentioned, this is the 1700FQ, which stands for front queen bed, which is what you have right here. It's a 60 by 74-inch RV queen, and underneath you have fantastic storage. Not only is this big, it's also deep. So if you have big items like a guitar or something, you can fit it in there. Myself personally, that's where I'd put my dirty laundry basket. Put it right in there, so when you're done changing your PJs, scoop up your clothes, toss them right down in. Both sides do have wardrobe space, so you have a place in which you can hang your clothes. You can see that there. You also have a shelf connecting the two right in the center, so if you have some folded clothes, you can set them there. You also, underneath, you'll see you have kind of like nightstands here, which is great, or if you travel with, you know, like a small dog or a cat, perfect spot for them to snuggle into. Electrical outlet as well as dual USB port, and if you want TV, you'll see that they did put a mounting bracket or a backer in the wall, so you know exactly where to mount your TV bracket to, and then the connections for it are right up top there. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 1700FQ. Right up front is your 20-pound propane tank there. Behind that, you will see rails for your battery, and coming up the front here is diamond plating, helping to protect that front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. 3-year structural warranty on here, folks. That's a big deal. It's currently the best in the industry. Coming around to this side, you will see your pass-through storage there. Decent sized pass-through, especially on a smaller RV. You can definitely fit quite a bit in there. Right up top here is your awning. This one is a manual awning, but it's a twist style awning, so it actually opens up and closes very easily. It's a simple one person operation. You just put a hook right in there with the tool, spin it, you're good to go. You'll also see that you have 2 outside speakers. As I had mentioned, that is controlled by that multimedia center inside, but again, that unit is Bluetooth capable. So if you're sitting right here underneath your awning and you want to be able to control the speakers, you can do that. This obviously is your entrance. You have a foldable step right here to be able to climb up and in, as well as a smaller grab handle that just, you know, gives you a little extra control when entering or exiting the RV. Electrical outlet right out here. If you need to plug anything in, that will be the place to do it. Right here is your fresh water inlet. If you plan on doing some boondocking, you want to fill your fresh water tank, that'll be the place for it. And the other thing you'll notice, folks, is that underneath your awning, you don't have any vents. So you can set up your chairs underneath the awning right there. You don't have to worry about a bunch of hot air blowing on you. Making our way around to the back, you'll see this one does have your standard square tubular bumper on there, and it has the end caps as well. So you have a storage spot for your sewer hose, and mounted to that is the spare tire. Hopefully never have to use this, but if you do, it is probably one of the easiest locations to get to it. You'll also notice right here you have cable inlet, so if you have part cable, that'll be the place that you plug it in at. Here on the off-door side, this will be your 30-amp power cord. Just pull it out like so. When you're done, just push it right back in there. It's just housed right inside the unit. Underneath that is your termination. You will see both your gray tank and black tank valves are located right there. And lastly, if you have hookup and you want city water, you will connect that right there. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Keytstone Springdale Summerland Series 1700FQ. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.